Rated M for mature.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Interp'd Reality Afterparty number 2. I am joined by the gang of 4, as it is at the start of here. We've got Major Hawk10, Zero Man 95, Wolf PvP, and Glitch Out of This World.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mark.
No, it's not.
Hello,
Shut
everybody.
the hell up.
You guys are very inappropriate.
What is wrong with Mark?
Inappropriate?
Mark?
What's inappropriate about that joke?
Because it's not a joke.
Okay, that's not inappropriate. That's something else. What is that? Distasteful? I think that's the term.
No, it's not.
More like
It's not
distasteful,
distasteful. No, it's not distasteful. What it is it's just
Contrived.
irrelevant.
No, it's contrived. There you go. That's the correct adjective.
There we go.
No, it's
Yes, it
irrelevant
is.
to what
It
we're
is
doing right now.
contrived. You don't get a say. All right.
I will Stone Cold Steve Austin coming in with a chair.
Okay.
Watch out.
Watch out. Okay, so, guys, in this after party, we will be, because we talked about episode 1 in the first after party, we're going to talk about episodes 2 through 4. I think this will be just a fun time for us to go over some of the stuff that we
That's an
did.
increase.
Yeah, because
I'm
we're
totally not playing chess in the background.
we'll be talking about like a bunch of stuff for each of the episodes, right? And we'll just go over things as we see them. So yeah, let me first open up all the plot summaries. Oh, actually, I won't.
I don't remember any of them.
That's
so.
okay, because I've actually been keeping track. On our Discord, we have a private channel called The Chronicle, and that contains episode descriptions up the wazoo. So you can go there and we can all get acquainted. So we're beginning at episode 2, and everybody's all read up now. So let's start with episode 2.
Reading.
Huh?
We're meant to be reading.
Well, you can read it as we go along, right?
Yeah.
So, let's begin with episode 2. So coming out of episode 1, oh yeah, I remember that in episode 1 I was saying that I wasn't happy with the gnome character that I created. In the moment I was like, okay, these guys need to fight something that, they're gonna fight something. But then after that session I was like, oh, this is actually not that good of a character. Let's, basically pull them away with the cane, the little cane they bring out in Looney Tunes.
Yes. I wanted to take that gnome.
You were so possessive of it. Jeez.
I wanted it to be my new pet.
It wasn't gonna work because it was hostile.
You were literally doing a DOS
Go
adventure.
at a random enemy and say, "Go gnome, use bite."
You were literally typing in "take gnome."
Yeah, and it's like, this command is not
console.
recognized.
And then I kept doing it.
Gosh,
What
Wolf,
would
you are
gnomes
so
type be?
stubborn. Sorry, Glitch?
I was just saying, what would gnomes type be? Would it be psychic and grass?
Oh, Pokemon type? I don't know. It's not up to me
yeah,
to
yeah.
figure that out.
Physical. It would be a physical no.
You want me to implement Pokemon resistances into Dungeons and Dragons? Are you kidding me?
Oh shit, it's a
That's,
fire type! I need to use a water move!
Ah,
That's so silly.
Use an
Yeah.
electric type. I need to use an electric move.
actually,
Pikachu,
If I'm-
you stop.
I'm gonna say something right now, but oil and fire are my most hated things as a DM right now because you just keep pulling it out and setting things alight, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
not
you
my
guys
problem.
I
I don't see
forgot
the problem with it.
I forgot I threw oil at that thing.
Yeah.
Where
Clever.
Hold on, guys.
As the episodes will progress, you'll see why.
Yeah,
I'm not going to reveal anything
so-
I'm not going to reveal anything at the moment.
Yeah. So, we, after the gnome, you guys moved out and you started speaking to the chronicler. I think it's currently my favorite character in the in Interp Reality. How did you guys
really?
fare about that
Awesome.
guy?
I hate him.
My character
Well,
likes
Gary,
him.
at this point in time, Gary had just
Okay,
fucking
so
hates
Gary,
anyone.
the reason that you hate him is currently we're not allowed to talk about it because it's in a future episode. We're only
Yeah.
discussing up to episode 4. So
Oh
anything.
no, I hate him at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
But-
because
I hate-
because he stopped you from eating, didn't he?
Yeah.
You had that
Yes, he did.
curse.
Yeah, no. I remember now. The chronicler moved the saloon door.
Yeah, so that he couldn't rush in and grab more food.
Oh, that's right. Because you never stop a man eating.
Yeah, well, you
You
couldn't
know,
stop,
you stop
but
the man.
he stopped you. Yeah. Also, wasn't. Oh yeah, I forgot that fell in love with you as well.
Yeah,
I forgot
ran
about
down
this
a
now.
And
fucking
then-
tunnel.
And then you didn't realize that your curse had worn off, so you kept saying things were kinky. Like, TMI. If I'm...
as well as
It's like you
Hey,
still
what-
had curse free, but you didn't.
isn't
Hey.
real quick, am I allowed to reveal ages yet, or
ages. You know what? It's fine. We can talk about character ages. Just I know
Okay.
something about your character. Don't talk about the larger of the numbers. Okay.
okay? So
Okay.
for
okay.
reference,
Okay.
Uh huh.
for reference, really fucking weird because is the youngest of our group.
Yeah, he's 14 in game, isn't he?
Yes, he is 7 in Dragon years.
He's 14.
And everyone else is
Like-
18 or higher.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
So we
20.
Carl's 18.
we have a literal
Yeah.
child following us around.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it though, does it? Because he's the tallest out of the group. So
And the shortest person is the oldest person.
yeah,
in the group.
it's inverted.
It's like well, my viewers might know, but it's like Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal
If you
Alchemist,
understand, well, I trust the viewers will understand what I mean.
possibly.
Yes,
Mhm.
Full Metal
probably-
Alchemist.
Wolf does. Wolf understands.
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Got me
moving
right.
on.
Got
What
me.
happened next?
I have no clue.
Yes. Well, I'm reading this as you guys are. So after the Chronicler, you guys then went down. You
An
found
alleyway.
this fake tunnel, and then. Oh yeah, Gary sent
I went
him
past
down
that
the
tunnel.
alley. Gary persuaded him to go down the alley, and then you guys. I was like, I already knew that you guys were gonna fight something in the alley. So when him went down there, I was like, okay, I guess we're only having 3 people fight him.
I ran down that alley.
I would like to say,
my-
as context, it wasn't my fault.
How was it not your fault?
I deny everything that man did. I did not. I
He
didn't
was
tell
under
you.
your direct command.
Yeah, direct command. You said go run down that alley.
My friend,
We have
that's what we
video
call
proof.
imagination.
We have video
Imagination?
proof.
No, that's not imagination. That's coercion.
Coercion. Yeah, that's coercion.
You gotta
my
learn. Separation is always guaranteed to cause problems in this story.
So
I chose to run
we
down
chose to
that.
go
When will you
towards the
learn?
fake tunnel.
Well, the thing about the fake tunnel is I put that there because I couldn't think of anything to go down there, and I just wanted a wall. I didn't want to have to build out this world any more than I already had. So I'm like, fake tunnel, Looney Tunes.
Yet it doesn't feel like paint.
Well, it doesn't feel like paint, but it's still a solid brick wall, right? Why does everything keep getting linked back to Looney Tunes? I don't even know.
Oh yeah.
Because
Point of
is
view,
a
when I
fucking
ran down that
Looney
alley,
He
I ran
is, he
past that
is.
door and ignored it entirely.
He is. Okay, so you.
Tunes. Literally, it's
Yeah.
not the.
Well, the door
thing,
wouldn't budge.
It was
Yeah.
like that skit with the I don't know. it was Bugs Bunny and the big red fluffy guy. I forgot his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, what is his name? Damn it.
I forgot his name. But anyways,
you mean the coyote?
No, the big
No.
chicken.
The
Big
monster.
chicken.
Oh, you mean the big chicken.
Oh,
The chicken.
no, not
This is a
the,
rooster.
No.
not
You're
the
talking
big,
about the
not
monster,
big
right?
chicken. Yeah, the
The
monster.
big red. Yeah, I think it's just called Monster.
Oh, okay.
isn't he just called
Maybe.
Monster?
Yeah, we have a
No,
consensus. It's monster.
I remember now. It's Gossamer.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah, yeah.
kind of name
His
is
name is
that?
Gossamer.
Okay, whatever. Continue, Major.
Anyways,
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
anyways, when Gossamer saw people, he fucking ran through like 40 different walls, and I just pictured that as Wolf as he's running through them.
Oh, that didn't happen. But if you tried,
Well,
I
that
would.
didn't happen.
If you tried, I would. I will tell you right now that you would have hurt yourself really badly. Like you probably would have
You almost
sprained
did,
your
yeah.
neck. Oh yeah, Wolf has probably been the most injured person in this entire party. You keep getting yourself
Actually, no.
into. No, okay, so outside of battles.
Oh.
Clarification: outside of battles.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
a tank outside of battles. I
Okay.
run into walls, punch down a wall, break down a wall.
You keep hurting your fingers and feet and stuff.
I'm like, it'll grow back. It'll grow back.
It'll grow back.
Wow.
Don't worry.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Can we,
It is-
can we
it is
move on?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So you guys
This
went through the
game part?
alley, and then this was something I really wanted to do, is to just create a character that's like extremely similar to Tipper to cause confusion, because I felt that this was like a really good opportunity for it. Yeah, Gappa.
Yo, Gappa Gappa!
No, not that.
And we were there like, what? Huh?
Yeah, I know. I basically just let you guys roam free while I tried to make Tipper have an identity crisis. I don't think
we
it
not-
worked.
Are we not going to talk
I
about
was-
this ENF?
Hmm?
Entity not found?
Oh, we talked about
Oh, yeah,
that,
the
didn't we?
entity.
No, we didn't. Well,
No.
Oh, what is
We
there to
didn't.
say? What is there to say? Because you guys just doused it with oil and set it on fire. Like, that's it.
That
Pretty
was
much.
not my fault. I keep on telling you.
Yeah, so we just have to move on. Like, there's no...
The whole reason I threw oil was so I could actually see where it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then the
I-
fire happened. I know.
I didn't know Gary was going to douse it in fire afterwards.
Well, it's just
I
it's
tried
a
to,
natural
well, actually, no,
progression.
I actually tried to douse it with fire.
But
I
you
tried to do
failed.
the movie. Yeah, I failed. I tried to flick my cigarette onto the fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
How
that
many
now.
of those do you have,
then-
by the way?
He's probably got a year's worth of cigarettes in his bag.
And he's consuming them at a rate of like 10 a day.
You should play that bloody My Teaching Coach DS game.
You
So you can
seriously,
understand.
Carl lights a new cigarette, 10 times a day, if I'm not mistaken.
I can
Yes.
imagine him going to a doctor and going like, "Look, I know what's happening. I know I take 10 cigarettes a day, but how long do you think I'm going to
No,
survive?"
he
The doctor looks at him and
doesn't
he
puff
goes
them.
like,
He doesn't puff
I-
them.
I
He just
swear to God.
lights them. You just light them, and that's it.
I didn't know. Well, you can figure out that he's puffing on them.
A little,
It's
but
just
you
not-
don't do it the whole way.
And
Okay,
Anyways,
Gappa. Let's
so
talk about
the-
Gappa, please.
God, Gappa was
Like-
so confusing.
Yeah, I was.
Gappa was confusing.
I was
but
really
I felt like he
trying-
was trying to be
Hmm?
trying to be Tony Hawk.
Yes, that was a key inspiration. Yeah, I was honestly trying to give Tipper an identity crisis. I really wanted to like confuse you. It didn't.
Gappa Hawk.
But you were rolling so good in terms of the saving throws that nothing happened, and I was just like, okay, this is just going to be an awkward skating lesson.
Awkward skating simulator.
Yeah,
and apparently my character
Meanwhile,
did well.
yeah.
Meanwhile, in the background, Gary and try to climb a fucking skate rope.
Yeah, it was really tall, and you guys kept failing over and over.
No, I keep on failing. He just climbed the freaking ladder.
Something
Yeah,
would,
join me.
but remember there was a message saying climb up here without the ladder. If you did that, there would have been a reward, but you guys didn't do it.
Son of a-
And I think I don't know if that time is past now.
Because I remember this certain point as well.
Yeah.
I think I had inspiration while I was on the skateboard at the time.
Yeah, but
So,
you used it on
and I-
someone else.
You
I
used
used
it on
it
me when I was,
on-
tr-
I
when
used
I
it
was
on
trying to do a
Wolf.
cool
Yeah,
trick
when
down
you
that
were
way.
trying to break open the force field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the force field.
Off the freaking force
Oh yeah,
field.
the force field. Why did you guys, after Karl lost all his weapons, why did you guys keep testing it? Like,
We were trying to be very scientific about the research and try to figure out what could actually go through.
you're
Very scientific.
you're trying to question my morals, like.
Oh,
And,
I'm questioning
well,
my scientific.
The fact of the matter is, I don't even know how to get my weapons back. I think they're just fucking gone.
Well, I mean, you've got just a pile of ashes in your Well, you never tried. You've never tried to do anything.
Well, I was hoping, like, if I'd exit, like, the area, maybe my weapons might return and, like,
No.
unthanos dust from
No,
my pocket.
that's actual ash. But like you've
God,
never.
that freaking force
I
field.
don't think you've ever spoken to anybody about it, so you have no way of knowing.
I gave a very, very, very like stern talking to for forcing me through that fucking force.
Yeah, well, guess what? He's not going to be able to do anything because he's an adventurer.
Your dagger in return. So
What is he going to
I
do?
know. In the end, though, I did get probably one of the most I think I got one of the most accurate things in the game.
Honestly,
But,
yeah,
with
I am surprised by how well you roll with that pistol with, what is it? Half of the...
Half the barrel is fucking gone.
Is it the
It's a-
barrel? I keep, like, hold on a second. I need to look at your character because, I think I changed what it actually was. Yeah, okay, so the slide and the top half of the barrel is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow I still managed to roll good with
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. How does that happen?
Luck.
It's all luck, yeah.
It's not luck. It's clearly skill.
No,
And-
that was just
Major's character is straight up just a gunslinger.
And
at this
also,
point.
the fact that bullets, by their very nature, deal a lot of damage because it's a high precision projectile weapon. Like, of course, it's going to deal tons of damage.
Yeah.
It's a World War I antique that is dealing lots of damage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love the
How about a little more?
How about a little more? All right.
Okay. Okay.
Speaking of which,
Alright,
you
moving on.
got that pistol from General Rada and his Camp Ragnatar. How was that?
I couldn't get a grenade.
So I got it.
No,
So
you
I
were
got
not
it
asking for a grenade launcher. You were asking for
You
an
were not asking- you were asking for
anti-aircraft
an
missile launcher.
You're wanting an AA, like a SAM missile, like a surface to air missile. Like, because
You're asking for a
at
nuke.
that point you wanted at that point it was like, anyways, moving on to the thing.
Yeah.
I rolled very terribly. Like,
Yes.
I tried to get
Yeah,
I tried to get a pistol.
trying to get those
Tried to get a
weapons, you kept breaking them because of your bad rolls.
Yeah. Apart from the crowbar, in which one half was good.
Yeah, well, you
And
can
the other
still
half-
use it. It's a squeaky hammer.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do with that? I got rid of it. It was a good thing I
No,
got
you-
rid of that squeaky hammer.
You can still wait. What do you mean you got rid of it? Was that?
You think-
Hang on, have I actually? Have I?
No,
No,
you're-
I think it's still in your inventory. Like
It's
you
still,
can.
I need to get rid of that.
Why? You can still use it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but I got a problem.
Crowbar.
I bought myself. Actually, no. Wait, hang on a minute.
You do
Can't
realize that
spoil anything yet.
both ends of the crowbar have both ends of a normal crowbar have that divot in it that allows you to pull off like exposed bolts
Nails.
or what? Yeah, nails. You could still do that with the crowbar, even if half of it is a squeaky hammer.
I can't explain it in this episode because
All right.
it's for a later episode.
Yeah.
But
Also, we're not talking about the
I-
trial runs. I didn't get the chance
Yeah.
to incorporate anything from the trial runs in here.
Who-
But we'll get to that
who's
next
next?
time.
Yeah.
Who was next?
What did we do next? I believe that was you guys went out of Camp Ragnatar and you started to enter Oppenport City. This was episode 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
this is one of my favorite episodes. by the
yeah.
way.
I gotta scroll down
We'll
here.
get to it. We'll get to it in a bit, but it's episode. Am I allowed to reveal the title?
Yeah. It's Soviet Union.
Okay.
Mhm.
For Soviet
Episode 3
Union.
is communism in the Soviet Union. But the there's a lot of things that happen in that episode. Okay, so we were all split up by sniper fire. I believe it was Tipper and myself. We went one way, and
Yeah.
it was
You went the safer
and
way.
it was Gary. We went the safer way. Gary just went onto the fucking roof.
No, before that they crossed the
Before
road
that-
and then they shot.
They crossed the road.
They
Didn't we both go in different trenches?
we're not up to that point yet.
No,
okay.
we're not out
No,
to
there
that
was
point
one
yet,
big. There
but-
was one big trench, and you guys were on either side of it. Yeah. So Gary and they went to the other side of the trench, and then somehow, well,
You mean the road?
no, it was a it's a trench that
It was a
that it turns into a road when you go into the city.
Okay.
But it starts as a trench, and somehow Gary rolled incredibly well whenever he used his arrows because he was able to take out, well, not take out, but wound both snipers. Like
Yeah.
you did a really good job, Gary.
Most
And
accurate
then
of the
I
group.
I just rolled really good. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what I did.
Actually,
And
Counterpoint
in
to
the
that,
and in the
Sarah.
background, was trying to grab rocks off the ground and he kept rolling bad.
I wanted
was-
to.
I forgot
it
about
was
that.
it was literally Sisyphus trying to roll the boulder up there.
Yeah.
It was fucking-
Yeah.
he just couldn't pick up the rock
Yeah.
I just want a rock.
because he wanted to throw rock. Like, he wanted to throw rocks at the snipers, but he just
Okay, how would you be able to throw a rock that far? It was like the other side of
I
the
was
road
training my
yeah.
on top of a
body.
building.
I was training my body for that moment.
Oh my goodness.
What are you a major league baseball player?
Basically, probably.
Basically,
I-
probably. What is that? What is
Basically,
that?
probably. What is excellent use of punctuation and grammar. But,
So,
anyways.
yeah. Hmm.
on the other side, Tipper and I basically we found our way to a.
Well,
I
you
believe it was
moved
a
in. You all
garden.
moved in. You all moved in.
We all moved
And
in. We all moved in.
what was the first thing you
We
saw?
split up.
Give me a second.
It was a.
Oh yeah, you met
we
like
saw a dude.
the United Screaming Eagles that were stationed there.
Yeah.
Nothing really came of that. It was mainly just an
Nothing really
introduction to the land, the city.
Pretty much. And
There was something over there that you could have seen. But I'm glad that you guys skipped it because it wasn't really story important.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, so we moved past that,
Mm-hmm.
and Tipper and I encountered an enemy. I used one of my. I had a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
That was to try and distract the dude that was at a telephone box, basically
Yeah.
giving a
And
report.
You
And
did,
it worked,
but
for a short
then
time.
he came back.
and then he came back, and we basically engaged.
Yeah.
And Tipper and I basically absolutely annihilated him, and he was a named character named Artyom.
Yeah, you guys got so
Tipper
drunk on
basically-
power. It like the whole of Open Port City was inspired by the Follow Freeman chapter from Half-Life 2. I'm not sure if you know it, but it's the one where all the city buildings are there and there's riots in the streets or whatever. And I think if there's any part of that is most emblematic of what happened in Follow Freeman, it's that one where you just completely annihilated Artyom like Gordon Freeman. Gosh.
And
I actually forgot I did a huge bloody rapid fire shot on Artyom.
Yeah, it was literally you rattled his bones, and with an
You both
M16
did.
that had a.
Yeah, to the
And
bone.
What happened was,
And then Karl went around and execution style got rid of him.
God.
Like that was the whole time I remember Tipper was going, I just wanted to talk to him.
we were our first.
We just wanted to communicate with him.
To talk to him, but he opened fire, and I went, well, we're gonna have to kill him now.
But when they're bloodied, they're not able to shoot you back, so you can, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessary. You still could have talked to him, but you got rid of him. And bear in mind that doing that is gonna have implications later in the story.
After they find out that I killed Artyom,
yes,
which maybe, but we'll get back to that because we'll get back to that point.
And as this was happening, Gary and Hum were in a constant argument on the roof because Hum kept talking about Left 4 Dead 2 and Gary was like, shut up, and then they got sniped. They kept getting sniped because they were making so much noise.
And after that battle, Hum basically calls out to Karl saying, nice work, you killed that zombie. And I'm like,
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Karl at that moment was like, what the fuck are you talking
Everyone was thinking that. Everyone. Except me, because I'm the dungeon master. I know what's happening.
Yeah, and it was like, anyways, we move it, and I think after that, we did a lap around the, we moved into a garden and did a lap around.
A garden? No. What happened was, so
we stealthed.
You guys were all on the left side of the city at that point. You and Tipper moved to the right side, and Gary and Hum, I think they stayed on the roof and went towards the base.
Well, I threw Gary.
Okay, yeah. You threw him across the gap, but then you joined him and you basically made it to the base. But that all sort of happened really quickly. So let's talk about Karl and Tipper's stuff more.
So we basically stealthed up to the base, and I had a curse at that point, which may be very like arrogant.
Yes, it did.
You act like you owned the place.
It was the arrogance curse. Yeah,
it was arrogance.
I have it here. What was it? You act like you own the place, yet no one believes you, and you are incredibly offended by this. Intimidation checks will be at a disadvantage.
It's in the text.
But actually, you know what happened? They believed you because you were rolling good.
Because I got a nat 20. I think it was a 27.
You got really good rolls
27.
in persuasion, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
God, that was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I know. I mean, I kind of made that happen because I didn't want anything bad to happen to you at that point.
Oh yeah, no, I remember this next bit as well. Bloody was trying to use the frostbite spell to prove that a barrel was sold on the inside.
We're skipping too far ahead. Give us a second.
Are we skipping too far?
Yeah.
Whoops.
anyway, so
Sorry.
Sorry.
I basically gave them a sort of like rousing speech.
Yeah.
you can picture that like Lenin talking to a crowd.
Yeah.
Like it was literally a fiery speech that basically said, "Oh, okay, we're not going to shoot him. We're going to go inside now.
We're gonna stage a coup." Yeah, that's basically what you made them do, and
Pretty much.
yeah,
But that's been later.
honestly, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that was the intention. I wanted you guys to do something about this clan. Well, there were two ways that you could have gone about this. Either you could have done what the United Screaming Eagles would have asked, or you could have liberated the Scarlet Rangers, and you did the second option.
And we literally did that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this now. I made the United Screaming Eagles bad, but that wasn't what they were before you liberated the Scarlet Rangers.
Literally, both sides were equally bad.
They're in this never-ending war. Yeah,
Like, we found, which actually goes into the, because and Gary did some stealth around like the battlements of the of the
can
base.
we talk about that for a second? Gary well, Gary specifically, you looked at a barrel, and from the fact that the barrel was completely solid on the inside, you somehow came to the determination that this war, like, you must have rolled really good, because all of a sudden you knew everything about the war.
What they say, I have a keen eye for detail.
From a barrel?
From a barrel. And I went,
Yes, from a barrel.
Because you bloody casted frostbite on it, you gained another curse.
I'm not sure that was frostbite. Hold on.
It was my freezing
Oh
spell.
yeah, because you rolled bad and you wanted to roll good. That's why.
Because you rolled good, your vision was completely flipped, causing you to move in comically incorrect ways.
No, that was his curse in order to do the good roll. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What are we up to? Yeah, so you're all in front of the base and you were just talking about it. Oh yeah, this was when we introduced the tape recorder, wasn't it?
Yes.
oh yeah, this tape recorder. I think we introduced that.
Well, what we said at the end of episode 3, you wanted to use one, or at least I think you guys were joking about it, and I was like, wait, do you want me to say that Karl has a tape recorder? And then you all said yes. So I'm like, okay, episode 4, here we go. And like, I was really proud at that moment because I already had plans for for a tape recorder. So just being able to
bloody tape recorder,
able to give it to Karl was great.
I was asleep most of that fight.
That tape recorder
that's
is Karl's curse item.
Pretty much, because I can explain this perfectly as we're moving into episode 4.
Yeah.
The tape recorder is sort of like the numbers to Mason from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 1 and 2.
Right, okay,
Like,
so for all those people that don't know what that is, he basically means brainwashing.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So, as we'll get to later, we basically recorded the message because they don't speak English. Most of the Scarlet, they don't speak English. They speak Draconic, and was fucking asleep. Because that was his curse. He was literally sleeping in the corner.
Wait, was it?
And
hold on.
No, I chose to sleep in that corner.
No, sleeping wasn't his curse. His curse was everything. His vision is inverted, and also how he perceives things is also inverted. So he was just sick. That's why he was sleeping.
So I chose to sleep it off.
Yeah, and you did.
I woke up to a sudden noise and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, we're jumping ahead too fast. So
we're jumping.
Yeah.
So we basically got into the base.
Yeah, this is episode 4, Fury Road. We
go into the base, and there was this like church-like, cathedral-like structure.
Mm-hmm.
and we go into it.
You ring the
And-
big bell.
We ring the big bell because we're gonna pitch the idea to the rest.
Yeah,
to the rest
I
of the
think
guys.
you still had your entitlement. Did you have your entitlement curse, or did it wear
Yeah, he
off?
did. He
It
still had
wore off.
It wore off, but you
No,
were still
no,
committed
it
to the
wore
bit.
off.
Yeah.
I was still committed to the bit because, hell, I got us into this situation. I'm gonna get us out of the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
That was my
Mhm.
thinking.
Uh-huh.
And we basically, so we rung the bell. Everyone walks in, and we're like, and like it was the bear and a fat lady and a fat dude.
No,
that
the lady wasn't fat. She was just normal.
No.
The guy was, though.
No, there was three.
As he rung,
There was a
as
bear,
he rung,
Yeah, a
there was
bear, a
and that
lady,
bell.
and a fat man. Yes.
and a fat
as he
and a
rung
fat
that
dude.
bell, my
Those
character was very uncomfortable.
those were the guys that you persuaded initially. Of course, Tipper, you
Yeah.
would have been scared because, like, these were your
They're big.
enemies, right?
And plus, they were big.
No, they had like Soviet style weaponry as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
at
and
that-
uniforms.
and we had no escape. It was either do this, cause unrest, and safely get out, or shoot our way out.
Yeah,
And
that's basically what was going to happen.
anyways, we ring the bell, and we basically play the tape, but the tape basically caused us to.
Well, the tape actually worked, first of
caused
all.
me simply.
The tape worked, first
it
of
worked
all.
first of all, but during it,
After,
I failed
actually.
after it basically I failed the, was it the Constitution saving throws, or was it the
I don't think,
Intelligence
like,
saving throws?
oh, let me think. So,
it was
an
a
intelligence
saving
you
throw.
know what? I have to look at the meme I made that's like the Dungeon Master's Guide to Saving Throws. Give me a second. Intelligence.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I knew it was.
Constitution is your
So-
body, intelligence is your mind.
Yeah.
Well, dexterity and constitution are both body.
Yeah, but dexterity refers to speed, constitution is basically health.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I failed a lot of those rolls, and I was like, if people know from the first Black Ops game, it was pretty much how Mason basically pointed a weapon at President Kennedy.
Yeah.
That
was exactly what happened. You were pointing a gun at one of these guys.
Pretty much, like, it was, and he had a fucking machine gun as well, and like everyone was staring at us. Well, what is he doing? What is he
Yeah,
doing?
he did. Yeah,
And,
like, you know what? That I didn't account for. I think that I have no explanation for that. Maybe like time slowed down or something. Because yeah, it doesn't really, there's no real other explanation for you being able to draw your weapon pointed at the guy without him realizing.
Maybe he was just so stunned that I was
Oh no,
pointing a
he
weapon
was the
at him
guy that
he-
was angry at you.
Yeah, but you can still get stunned when you're angry.
I
and
suppose.
it wasn't really explained, but
Yeah,
we
no.
basically
Don't try to
quick
explain it.
We basically, I probably quick drawed and basically caught him off guard. That's probably what happened. Anyways, that happens. But
then
and-
you survive the intelligence throw and you realize what's happening, and somehow they're all persuaded that, yep, we're gonna stage a coup against our masters.
You were
Against
so lucky.
You were very lucky.
I was very lucky to get out of that.
Yeah.
But at least if something happened, we probably would have been able to talk myself out of it. Maybe.
Wait, actually, before we sort of skipped over this before, but Gary, I
Gary
remember
Gary
tried to sneak out, but you failed your stealth roll.
No, he tried to. I think he tried to ambush the dudes with machine guns that were angry because the machine gunners were angry at us.
Yeah. One of them was.
One of them wasn't sure, and the other one was angry at us. And we basically
okay, so the one that was angry at you was the leopard. The other, like, skinny guy, he was just sort of like, oh, I have power over these people. They're no match for me. That was the kind of thing that was going on there.
Yeah. Anyways, so that happens. Gary gets caught, and he's like,
he just has to go back with you guys.
he literally just did a. He literally just did a like a.
Surrender.
Surrender, yeah.
Like no, not surrender. But it was like the. You know when you get caught and you do like the awkward laugh, like the. and then you walk backwards. That was Gary when he got caught.
While surrendering, because he was surrendering at the time.
It was basically like, well, shit, I better walk back.
Yeah. Like there was no other way out of that. So okay, then they all leave, and the bear stays behind because like. I'll be honest, the reason that I got the bear to talk to you all was because I didn't want you to stay in that place for any longer. There wasn't really anything more to do, so I was like, let's have this guy lead you out.
And then I also get a curse.
Oh yeah, you got the werewolf curse.
Yeah,
literally.
Now.
But you sort of spun that into like Werewolves of London, but also like
Being a furry.
Yeah, Karl's giving
all right, sir.
Okay, buddy, says the Scaly.
Hey, I am a dragon, not a furry. That's a big difference.
That's a
you're literally playing one.
You're literally playing a Scaly, bro. I don't want to hear it. Anyways.
Oh my ass.
Things are
fish and shit.
Okay.
I'm a dragon.
So Curse 90, the surroundings turn to nighttime, and you think and act like you are turning into a werewolf.
Karl thought
like
everything was at nighttime, and he thought he was a werewolf. So I cracked my knuckles when he got out of when he got out of the base. The Defense of the Scarlet Rangers, he just started like sprinting on all fours.
It was pretty much that scene. I forgot what the movie was, but it was like this dude with a bunch of split personalities, and he's like on all fours just charging out.
Maybe someone in the comments could figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, get to it.
And get to it.
Anyways,
that's your mission for today.
That's your mission. Go do it. Anyways, so we managed to get. Anyways, I basically speed on ahead. Like nobody could catch it. Like I was on all fours and I sped out.
And so you were effectively saved from having any mirages because it was the desert. So I wanted to give you all mirages, but Karl just raced on ahead. So I'm like, oh. All right, well, everybody else is going to have one because Karl would have already made it to the destination by now. So what were all your mirages? Tipper, you imagined Liam.
I imagined an old friend.
Yeah. And what was it? Him and Gary both imagined trees, but Gary's one was like a childhood cartoon.
Mine was an actual tree.
Yeah.
Children's show talking tree.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
It was a talking tree, and it was talking to you in a way that was insulting because you're not a kid.
So
but
good.
Again, you guys just roll good when I have like any opportunity to do anything that would counter your ability to continue. So you just moved on.
I counted your counter.
Yeah.
I activate the spell. Counter.
Anyways, we make it across the desert. We get to this like garage.
Yes.
Which
was essentially a battery puzzle from Half-Life 2.
Pretty much. And at that point, my thing wore off, but I smelt like I think it was battery acid.
Yeah, you smelt battery acid, and then like you just died.
You literally went unconscious and joined me.
Literally after that, you
Karl
guys merge.
Yeah. Karl was inside Tipper's body.
Karl had an out-of-body experience and merged with Tipper.
That was so funny.
And so it was two people working. It was either with each other or against each
I
other.
know you were
both.
pretty happy with working with each other, but you did have some emotional digs at each other, which was hilarious.
Oh, I remember something.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
What?
I remember like after that we did the batteries thing and all that crap, and then we did the. But especially for someone who decided to leave the session for a bit.
I want to go to
Oh wait! We're not up to that point. We're not up to that point.
I got something to say.
Is there a point? Okay, never mind.
When we get to the garage.
Technically,
are we in the
since
No,
Karl
we're outside
merged,
it right now.
Since Karl merged with me, I gained his knowledge.
Yeah,
he gave.
I knew what these batteries were.
Yeah,
we
but also
merged
like
together to create one ultimate
I remember a specific quote. It was something like Karl said, "I understand how you feel," and then Tipper said, "Well, you better get used to it."
You better get used to it.
Like that was such a hostile response. Jeez.
Wait, you better get used to it. While I was going like, oh, I understand how you feel now. I can't reach the top shelf.
Yeah. I think, guys, at this point in the campaign, you guys just have like a really hard time empathizing with each other. you keep like doing these things that would anger others. We'll see more of that later. We'll see more of that later. Yeah. Don't you worry.
Oh, most definitely. It was.
But anyways, we get the batteries in.
Yeah, you get the batteries, you plug them in, and then the garage door opens. And
then we A-team style it.
Yeah, because there was a Jeep, and there was also a bunch of like supplies. I think you only took the walkie-talkie, really.
As the garage door opens, Karl regains conscious.
Yes,
I believe.
Yes, that's right. Because I was like, I'm not gonna have this go on forever. I got to get him back in his body. But yeah, you guys, and okay, Glitch. Now you can talk about the part where Wolf went off. Yeah.
Go for it.
We got all the bunch of supplies and that, and then Wolf had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, because I couldn't be bothered waiting for him, and we were getting ready to go, I just went like, all right, I got rope. I got a Jeep. I'm just going to tie him to a piece of board and just drive.
Yeah.
On the Jeep.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
and for some reason, I got good rolls, and for some reason, it bloody worked.
Yeah, well, the way that you described it, you described it to me in a way that wasn't like, fun for him, but I knew what you wanted to do. Like, I put him on a board and I had you tie the rope around your waist, Hum's waist, so that like he would basically be wakeboarding on the sand dunes.
But did it not make the experience later much funner?
Yeah, it did. I don't know, is it wakeboarding or is it a different term? Wakeboarding usually implies water.
I think it's just sandboarding.
Sandboarding, okay, yeah.
Sandboarding, and I'm on a boogie board, so it's more boogie boarding.
Including a varial 720.
You were on a wooden plank, but it was not...
Yeah, wooden plank, and it was technically my boogie board.
I can't talk. I'm gonna spoil something. Keep going. All right, so you do... Yeah, Wolf gets to do... Or Hum gets to do a bunch of tricks on the board, and then this was the point where I was like, okay, we're out driving a Jeep in the middle of the sand dunes. We have to have a Mad Max Fury Road style battle. So
also, is it okay if I quickly point out? So the guy who had an out-of-body experience and thought he was a wolf also is the only person who knows how to drive a car.
No, you know what? I think Gary actually figured out later during this battle how to drive because...
Yeah.
Or maybe. I don't know. Maybe he just he knew how to turn, but he didn't know how to stop. Oh no, he did know how to stop because he stopped, but you didn't. Oh my goodness, so much to account for. But yeah, anyway, so it was at this point where I was like, we have to have a Mad Max Fury Road style battle. So I brought out the United Screaming Eagles and I was like, okay, you guys liberated the Scarlet Rangers. Let's make the United Screaming Eagles evil so that you have to kill them. Yeah. Well, you didn't kill them. You basically just made them fall off their jeeps.
I did take a lot of damage in that
Oh,
one.
yeah. You were burnt really bad.
You were charged.
And
I could not.
Yeah.
Tipper was badly burnt. I could not. I was in a very tough position because I had to drive but also attack as well.
Yeah, you were trying to drive and shoot at the same time. And by the way, it was that you had to manually load the bullets, so like you can't do both at the same time. Fortunately, there were no like walls or anything. There was nothing around that would trip you up.
There was nothing around that would trip me up yet.
Yeah, but that came after
Yet
like
is a key.
Yeah.
Yet is a key word. Anyways, so all of that stuff happens. Gary jumps onto one of the jeeps and has like an Indiana Jones type like backseat car fight.
Yeah, Gary and him went crazy.
Yeah,
you guys
did
were
really well.
Yeah, you guys were jumping from car to car, just messing people up. And funny thing, the machine guns never worked. The machine guns never worked.
Yeah,
they were like mounted. Yeah, there were machine guns mounted on the back of the cars, but they just didn't do anything. Like they never hit anything.
The sand must have clogged up the guns.
Oh my goodness, yeah. But
if I recall correctly, I think Gary had to somehow drive back to us. He was like behind somewhere.
Yeah, well, the other cars were faster, so he caught up. But oh no, remember like Gary and him were like play fighting in the car because they both wanted to drive.
I want to drive.
And somehow they were able to stop, but you guys weren't. Oh, that was so funny.
In the driver's seat. He stopped.
Yeah, and then
I'm trying to remember how much health I was at.
Oh, you were pretty badly hurt. I don't remember exactly how much though. But then at the end, I was expecting that you guys would return where you came, but you guys just were so inquisitive at the end of that session, and I was just like, okay, fine. Here's the secret passage under the war zone. Take it. Like, I actually did not want you to go down there, but you did. And actually, that sort of happened to work out with everything else. At that time, I wasn't ready to get you guys to go down there, but I figured everything out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the sewer running.
Yeah. Well, but that's for another time. So
tune in next time.
Huh?
I said tune in next time.
Oh, hold on. I might have to sneeze. And nope, it's gone. Okay, well, that was episode 2 through 4. Just a brief plot synopsis of each of them. Let's just talk about like general things we've learnt or experiences we've had during that time.
I was thinking about getting Simulacrum.
Huh?
Okay, one at a time.
Simulacrum is a wizard spell. It's a cloning spell.
Oh, it's a spell. Wait, cloning spell?
Yeah. Simulacrum is basically a cloning spell. You can clone yourself, and if you use it again with your Simulacrum, if you have 2 actions per turn,
okay,
you can just make another you.
Right.
Through the Simulacrum.
But you okay, so at that point, I think you all were still level 1. Yeah, you're still level 1 at the time, so you wouldn't have been able to change spells, I don't think. This was just for future, right?
Yeah, Simulacrum comes later, like level 10 and above.
Oh my goodness, that's a long time. Okay, that basically means that's irrelevant. How about...
That's if I don't choose it.
How about everybody else?
I'm happy to go next.
Yeah, sure.
I think for me, at least in episode 2, I got to learn how to use my bag properly.
You mean the inventory on the website.
The inventory system.
Yeah, I know.
First time I used oil.
It is a bit complicated because, like, you essentially have two separate inventories: your regular inventory and your backpack
And equipment.
And you have to move things into your inventory in order to equip them. And equipping them puts them in a different place where you attack. Yeah, it's a bit convoluted.
All right, who wants to go next then?
I'll go next.
Sure.
I really enjoyed like just the hijinks we just got up into those episodes. Like we got into some really funny stuff. Like
nuts.
Yeah, and it was mainly like thwarting me, right? I think the most fun you had was when you were doing what I was telling you not to do. Which is a problem
somehow
for a dungeon master, might I remind you.
But we managed to play it off so well.
Yeah.
Like, because we just kept on rolling high. Like, we just kept on getting successful rolls. There was no, like, there was no way
Karl.
to
You got so lucky all the time.
Yeah, like, you guys had it easy in these 3 episodes. Seriously.
In the future episodes, that's when it
all comes crashing down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if anything, this is an indication that it's not just the rolls. You also have to be able to come up with the fun stuff just using your words, right?
In which I feel like I do have some really funny like lines.
Everybody did, I'm pretty sure. I just can't remember any quotes off the top of my head. I'll tell you now, I tried writing down quotes for each of the episodes, but at a certain point I was like, no, screw it, this is too much effort. I don't want to watch them all the way through again.
Yeah.
Someone else will do that. That's yours. Guys, that's your second mission in the comments. That's your second mission.
Second mission. Make sure you do it. There's also a third mission, but I'll say it at the end of the video.
Roll these nuts.
No.
Gary.
My favorite line out of that entire all those episodes was like is my reaction to getting a nat 20. I went nat 20 and I literally jumped up out of my seat.
You did?
I did. Yeah,
since I've got a wireless.
Be proud.
Yeah,
I had a wireless headset, so I did a victory lap.
Right.
I'd say you better be proud that you got that nat 20.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now that still none of the quotes from these 3 episodes trump Gary going, all right, I slap him on the ass in episode 1. Like, that was just so funny. And then me going, you're prone! You can't jump, you're prone!
That was the best thing. I think I slapped him.
That was amazing. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gary, Glitch, do you have any experiences in these 3 episodes that you'd like to share?
How much I hate rolling dices.
I think out of everybody here, you rolled the lowest.
In what respect, though? In what respect? Like, the number of dice, or just the fact that it's luck?
Luck. Because the amount of times I want a very good, especially the fucking ladder. The fucking ladder. Like, I wanted to use my grab.
Oh yeah, you just never got a good roll there.
That was the annoying part. Here's the thing. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like, before that, I was trying to throw a rope up to the top.
Yeah.
The annoying part is, after that, I was reading my sheet and went like, wait, what's this? Grapple. And I went like, fuck.
Yeah,
I have a grapple.
Yeah, but no, you didn't end up using your grapple function, I don't think.
No, because I didn't know about it.
Yeah, but even when you did know about it, wasn't it too confusing? Or was that something else?
I don't.
We were still learning our abilities at the time.
Okay, it was something else. Yeah. Well, Yeah, you were trying to throw him up to the ramp, but like, really? You're trying to throw this dragon that's the tallest in the group? Like, that wasn't going to work.
The biggest and the tallest thing up a ramp. I weighed like
you would have had to roll a nat 20 to get that.
No, not even the nat 20. You need to use proficiency bonus with the nat 20.
Oh no, okay, so the thing about nat 20 is usually when you get it, that's like a guaranteed success. There are
not necessarily guaranteed because DMs can set the hit DC of anything.
Yeah, I know. And like for me, there are very few circumstances in which a nat 20 doesn't work. Because like I want those kind of chance things to happen. But that we haven't gotten to that point yet. No like crazy bosses or anything that don't allow for nat 20s yet.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so you hate dice. What else? Oh yeah, you got the
general.
That weapon was crazy.
You really did not like talking to the general.
Oh, I knew he was stingy at the start. I fucking quit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I didn't design that character to be stingy in the first place. It just, that's how it turned out because you decided to go down the path of liberating the Scarlet Rangers. It all blossomed from there.
Sorry, when you said stingy, I just thought of it's mine.
This mailbox is mine, and this triangle sign.
Yeah. My goodness.
Gosh. Yeah. Well, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this right now, Glish. You gotta stop just being like antagonistic towards these other characters because they have never met you before. And by being mean to them, it's only going to make them be mean to you back. You know? I have this in this campaign, it's a very simple system where kindness is rewarded with kindness most of the time. If you choose to be mean, you won't get very far.
I disagree. I feel like they deserve it.
Okay, so like
also this manifests as in like in one of the later episodes.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that point eventually.
We'll get to that.
That'll be in Afterparty 4, I believe. Yeah, because the next Afterparty we're going to talk about trial runs.
Isn't it the third one?
No, the third one.
Oh, the
third one is trial runs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
now
talk about my kill.
Yeah. As for me, these 4 episodes, really was just a practice in just having all these like open, well, not really open, but like these localized places and needing to keep track of all of your guys' movements. I actually have I had a map of Oppenport City and I was drawing, well, no, I wasn't drawing over the top of it, but I had like little markers that indicated, oh no, actually I did draw over the top of it, but I had these markers to indicate where you guys were at all times. To figure out how to move you around the place.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, it like those arrows went all over the place.
Yeah.
And then
I still remember that picture. God, that picture was crazy.
Yeah. I even made one for the base too, because you guys went in there and there were a lot of rooms that you could have gone into, but I'm glad that you didn't because being a person who's creating this campaign from scratch as it's happening, I don't really have a good layout of every single location, you know what I mean?
Kind of reminds me of Magic the Noah.
Yeah. It's just I have a rough idea of what things are unless I go back and like update them. So in the case of that base, I didn't have like an idea of what the interior of each of these rooms would look like. All I knew is that this is what this room is. This is what this room is. When we get there, I'll figure out what it looks like. So yeah.
Okay.
And that is it's gonna be exactly like that come next sessions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I also need to state that it is currently the 12th of January when we are filming this in 2025, and the latest episode that we have done as of this is, I believe, episode 11. We have basically taken a break since episode 11 to just let things settle down and allow the YouTube channel to be able to upload all of these things and catch up with us, because we've done a lot of work. Yeah.
By a lot of work, we mean by Jack's standard. He has done a lot of work.
I don't know what's going to happen, what the future of this is. I'm gonna keep uploading these videos as they exist. But guys, if there's any news, you'll see it on the YouTube community tab of Interp'd Reality. So you can go there, as well as all the memes that we make.
Major's just gonna make most of it anyway.
Well, I don't know about that.
Cook. I'll be cooking.
Major's gonna try his hardest.
I'll try my hardest, but that's really all you can ask for, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
yeah, well,
all I'll say is make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Interp'd Reality YouTube channel.
This is your third. This is the third mission we were talking about. You have to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, the like, comment,
guys. Comment spring onion.
No.
No,
that's a freaking spoiler. Shut up. You idiot.
You blithering idiot.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, is a good time to finish this.
Yeah.
So if I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and good.
Yep.
If you remember that movie, I love you guys so much.
Yeah, Truman Show. It's a great movie.
And make sure you donate so you can keep the revolution spinning.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end this before what was it? Major and Wolf start arguing. That's not gonna happen this time. Thank you all so much for watching this second episode of the Interp'd Reality Afterparty. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!